portrait. Dude, I swear it didn't look like that yesterday. That's what Eli said, standing there with his hands on his hips, staring up at the painting like it had personally offended him. I leaned in, squinting. Yeah, the face looked weird. Not gone exactly, but blurry. Like someone had rubbed at it with a damp cloth and then tried to fix it with bad Photoshop. Maybe it's just the light, I said. No, man. Yesterday, he had eyes. Now it's like this melted potato thing. I laughed, even though it wasn't funny. We were standing in the village council room, which doubled as a community hall here in the hills of central Fiji. Our buddy Tomasi had brought us along to help with some wiring repairs or something. I didn't ask a lot of questions. I just said yes to the free weekend trip. There were 3 of us, Eli, me, and Tomasi. We were all from Suva, went to the same university. Tomasi's uncle was one of the village elders, so he had some kind of hookup with housing and food. Easy gig. The painting was the only thing on the far wall. Huge, old-looking frame, cracked in places. The guy in it was dressed in colonial-era clothes. Long coat, stiff collar, hand resting on a book. We didn't know who he was, and nobody we asked really gave a straight answer. He was someone important, Tomasi said when we asked. That was all. But yeah, the face. It was getting weird. That first day, it looked faint. You could still kind of tell he had a mustache, short hair, dark eyes, maybe middle-aged. But the next day, it got worse. I'm telling you, Eli whispered, pointing as if the painting could hear us. His nose is gone, like completely. There was a nose. He wasn't wrong. The cheeks, too. Just vague shadows now. Like someone was painting over the original image with fog. We took pictures, compared them. The change wasn't dramatic, just barely noticeable if you weren't looking for it. But we were. And once we noticed, we couldn't stop watching. Every morning, we'd check. Every morning, more of the guy's face was just not there. And then Paulo went missing. That's when it got messed up. Paulo was one of the guys from the village, a little older than us, super chill, always down to drink and swap stories around the fire. He'd shown us how to catch freshwater eels the night before. And the next day, gone. We asked around. No one even remembered him. Seriously. Tomasi swore we were messing with him. Paulo. Who's Paulo? He said, completely deadpan. We thought he was joking, but he wasn't. Even his own sister didn't know who we were talking about. And then we looked at the painting. The face was gone. Just smooth, blank canvas where a face should be. No shadows, no color, just emptiness. It hit me hard. Not just because Paulo was missing, but because I couldn't remember what he looked like either. I knew him. I remembered talking to him, joking with him. But when I tried to picture his face, there was nothing. Like my brain kept skipping that part. Eli noticed too. He got real quiet that afternoon. Not like him at all. He's usually the loud one, the guy who laughs first and hardest at everything. That night, he wouldn't eat, just stared at the wall. at the painting. I went to bed early, told myself I was tired, told myself we were imagining things. Stress, bad food, maybe a prank by the villagers. But when I woke up the next morning, Eli was gone. And Tomasi was acting weird. "I thought you were coming alone," he said over breakfast. "What?" "To help with the wiring. You said you'd do it solo. I never heard about this Eli guy." I stared at him, mouth open. "You met him. You were literally hanging out with us for 2 days." Tomasi blinked. "Are you okay?" I ran to the council hall. The painting was still there. Still massive. Still cracked. Still faceless. And now? It felt like it was looking at me. I checked my phone. The pictures of the painting. Gone. Every shot we'd taken. Every selfie with Eli. All blank spots or files that wouldn't open. And here's the kicker. I couldn't remember what Eli looked like. My best friend since I was 12. Gone. His name felt thin in my mouth, like it didn't belong to anything real. I wanted to scream, to tear that damn painting down. But I couldn't move. I just stood there, staring at the place where a face used to be. And then I noticed something new. The edges of the blank space had shifted. It wasn't growing anymore. It was tightening. Getting ready. I think I'm next. I'm writing this from the village guest house. If you're reading this and you remember me, remember Eli, then please don't come here. Don't ask questions. And whatever you do, don't look at the painting.